Coach, you're in the playoffs, second time in program history. Yesterday, an exciting day. You saw the team get that postseason berth officially up there on the screen. You're heading to Missouri State. Just kind of talk about your opponent, the season as a whole, and just moving forward now.
Yeah, good. Well, first of all, it took us 24 hours to get over the loss of SEMO. And, and I mean that not in a good way. It's a compliment to the team of winning 9 straight weeks. And, that's hard to do. And so very proud of the staff and the kids and the work and the continued focus. And there's a lot of sacrifices that go into that. So that was great. When you get to Saturday's game and, you don't have Keon and you don't have Lamar at the right tackle, you don't have Richie at the tight end spot, you don't have Gene experience at the slot. So you had a lot of guys down. And, but you still had some chances, and we just didn't make enough plays on offense. Some receivers had a couple 50-50 balls that we need to come down with. And on defense, we played good in spots, but, give SEMO credit. We didn't stay in our gap, played undisciplined at times, and so pretty disappointed. But that one got away from us. So anyway, so now you come back and you don't get to host, so that's pretty disappointing. But with all that said and done, you and I have been together for a long time. It's hard to make these playoffs. It's hard. There's 120-something teams, and to see our name on ESPN yesterday representing, the OVC, and you get an opportunity to play in a national tournament. I mean, to me, that's a big deal. There's a lot of pride that goes with that, and so we're excited about it. We're still banged up, but. Excited to get to practice today. It's different for the kids. It's you always talk about, hey, you want to be practicing on Thanksgiving, because that means you've had a successful season and you moved on into the playoffs. But I'm excited about it, and I'm sure the kids are too. And an opportunity to win and to keep going. And in recruiting, we always say that to where, hey guys, we have there's 25 FBS teams. Okay, but in reality, there's really only 60 of them that have the Power Fives that have an opportunity to play for a national championship. There's 60 other ones that the system's just not set up for that. Okay, our system is, and I've said that 100 times in recruiting. Okay, so if you're not going to one of those Power Fives, every coach we hire, every practice we put together, is it good enough to chase a national championship? And so here it is. You get an opportunity, you win, you move on, and then you get down to the group of 16. So yeah, it's a big deal, and we're excited.
Coach, this week, do you approach your schedule this week like Saturday's another game, or you make a bigger deal of it?
A little bit of both. I mean, Monday and Tuesday is the same for us from a schedule standpoint. Then school's out, at the end of Tuesday. So then it becomes a little bit different because Wednesday and Thursday, there's no school, and normally these kids, for probably the first time, most of them many times, the first time in their life, they're not home for Thanksgiving. Okay, so once again, there's some sacrifice that comes with that, and there's no bowl video, game at the end of this, and bowl watches and stuff like that. You got OVC championship ring, you want to chase a national championship ring, sacrifices have to be made. It is a bummer that I think that only 64 people can travel. All right, guys, we got 117 kids in our program, and I'm sure we're not the only one. All right, so guys are going to be staying up here practicing, guys, and not be able to get on the bus and go and play. So that's a bummer. I wish there was some rules that could get adjusted to that. But I appreciate those kids, and I appreciate the ones that aren't getting to go, the lessons that hopefully they'll learn, and some of the habits that they saw this team develop, that they'll be the leaders in the locker room in the future.
You said the team got over the SEMO loss in a day.
Yeah.
How long did it take them to get over the idea of not being at home?
I don't know. I hadn't seen them since yesterday. Yesterday was their off day. That's one of the good things about this team is they're pretty mature, and I don't waste words. Tell them that's. I'd like to think if we would have won, we would have got the obviously one of the top 8, which would have made you host. I don't know if that's true or not. I'd like to think that. So, we control that. From the business side of it, I know what I was told, and that we put a good bid in. That's something I was told with our lighting. They wanted better lighting. That cost some more money. So I don't know the whole deal about the situation, but I am disappointed. Of a team that won 9 straight games and wins their league doesn't get to host. I think that's unfortunate. But so anyway, maybe we controlled that, and we need to take care of our part. So you got to go on the road. And matter of fact, I think we return a game to Missouri State next year. So it'll be, twice in less than a year that we'll make this trip. So, but hey, you're getting to play. Other teams are, coaches have moved on to recruiting, and kids have put their gear up, and you're still getting to play, and that's hopefully that these kids have been practicing since, whether it be Keon, from the standpoint of you helped take this team to a national level, and hopefully he'll see what his situation is, and then you got some other guys that are going to try and go because this could be the last time they put pads on.
Coach, this is a high octane offense that
Mhm.
Missouri State has. Quarterback over
Yeah.
3,000 yards, 2 receivers over 50 catches each. What's the biggest concern with your offense, knowing that on paper you're going to have to match every single score?
Yeah. No, that's a problem. And you know what? You could take any of those 16, toward 16 teams that are playing, and everybody's got either good on offense, good on defense. But you're right. I mean, their quarterback's dynamic, and that's a problem. And we've played some good quarterbacks, but obviously not as good as this. For us, you got to get it to the second half. You got to get some turnovers. You got to get some tackles for loss. All those proverbial coach speak things that you always look at. But the reason you say that because those things are true. And then we got to be able to score. I mean, I've been watching their defense for the last 24 hours, and they're 4-man front, and they're talented, and they can cover. So, there's problems all across the board, but we've played some good football in spots and spurts. So, hopefully we'll match up in some spots and take advantage of it.
I know you had a scary situation with Quez. I know some
Yeah.
people are curious about
Mhm.
him. Could you just give an update on
Yeah.
him?
I have not. I know he rode the bus back with us, so it was precautionary. Quez plays hard and plays physical, and with disregard for his body when it comes to playing the game. And he's always played like that for the 3 years that he's been here, and I do appreciate it. But from what I've been told, and I'll see him today when he comes in the building, but our trainer Bart says that he's doing good, he's doing fine. He'll be out for this week, thank goodness he was okay, and he'll be missed by his teammates. He's a good player for us.
What about the other guys that were out last week? Will any of them be back?
We hope. I mean, it's a day-to-day thing. There's some, and I tell you what, that's tough too, because only taking 24 or 64, when you break that down, okay. I think I looked at this morning. We had a meeting, and if you take, just do the math of that. If you go 30, 30, and four specialists, long snappers and kickers, right? But then you got some guys with some ankle sprains that are going to try to see how they feel on Wednesday or how they feel on Thursday. Well, there's still some other guys that need to get some reps, okay? So it really gets you in some spots of how you practice, and then there may be a guy that practices all week, but the veteran guy is going to try it on Saturday, and then you got to make a decision whether or not do you let him try it, but you need this other healthy body for some other spots. So it's really kind of NFL-ish.
They have some coaches on their staff who are pretty intimate with,
Yeah.
with this program. Has it been long enough to where they wouldn't be as familiar in the past?
I thought about that a little bit. Of course, Nick Petrino was here with us, and he did a good job. I guess I was at 19, and we had a good team that year. We were 6-2 in the conference, and he did a good job. And I enjoyed working with him and Bobby several times and talk ball and was just a genuinely nice guy, and came to several of our games here as a dad and sat in the stands and watched with the Skyhawk hat on. And so my experience was great with the Petrino family, and they've done a great job since they've been at Missouri State. And I think it's really cool how they've got son-in-laws and daughters and nephews, and they're all there. I think that's a really cool deal. Maybe I can stay here long enough and hire Ty and Graham, and they can come and coach for me one day. That'd be pretty cool.
Quarterback situation this week, Keon, if he's unable to go,
Mhm.
Stuart Howell, Justin Wynn, both got reps the other day. We're going to look at a quarterback by committee approach again, or settle in with one?
A little of both. I don't have that answer yet. Dresser's still not healthy. I mean, you saw him kind of limping the end zone on his score, but what a cool, it really fired the team up to you see a guy that's gone through 2 surgeries and comes out here every day and does what he can to help his team win. I just think the world of him and what he's done for our program, even though statistically maybe it's not, what he would want or I would want for him. So, no, we'll practice them both this week. We'll see where Keon is, and then we'll load up at the end of the week.